Hey there everyone, time for another iOS app review. Now, this time I am going to take a look at something that has become, well, a bit of an obsession for me as the last, well, couple of weeks by now, I guess. Ever since I got my new internet, I've been able to use it a bit more. It's the Simpsons Tapped Out. Now, there are a lot of social games like this, and this pretty much follows the same formula. It takes it a while to connect, do the updates, stuff like that, so I'll talk while it's doing that. But pretty much the story of this game is that Homer Simpson was sitting in the control plant for the nuke reactor, and, well, he slacked off because he was playing with his myPad. As a result, it blew up Springfield, and now it is Homer's job to build all of Springfield. And as you build Springfield, you actually earn characters and things like that, until slowly Springfield starts, well, becoming not its normal self, because Springfield is far from normal. But at least it becomes itself. So, here we are now with my version of Springfield, at least. Let me turn the volume down on this a bit. That way it won't get in the way of me talking. So, right now I've got all these different buildings that I've earned over time. There was even a Treehouse of Horror event lately, so I've got both a normal cemetery and a pet cemetery, which used to have zombies come out during the time. So they do some interesting little events. I've got the library building right there. This pretty much plays like your average game of building a town where you wait for the town to make money and stuff, but the characters actually come into play here because, like, say, Willie here, I've just had him finish what he was doing. I think it was haggis time or something, if I'm not mistaken. So you can select a character, and then they will make money and experience for you. In this case, I have no idea what time of the day it is, but I'm still going to have him take this 8-hour job. Now, a lot of them are the same, like Skinner here. I am probably going to still have him be the crossing guard. Yeah. And a lot of the actors actually lend their voices, like, I'm about to deal with Bart here, so let me turn this up. Cowabunga! Or Mr. Burns. So yeah. Well, the great advantage of the Simpsons cast is, of course, like 5 people do 90% of Springfield, so if you get one of them on board, the chances of you getting all of them on board is extraordinarily high. So, I think so far I've only run into like 2 different characters. One of them was a special character that they tied into this Sunday's episode, the week I'm recording this anyway, and then the other one was Milhouse. So there's only 2 characters I've run into so far that do not have the actual voices doing the voice. Like Apu does his voice and everything like that. So yeah, pretty much it is your standard game. Now what makes this so addictive to me is that they have added a sense of humor into it. It's got the Simpsons normal sense of humor. I wish I could sort of show it inside this demo, but I can't unless I finished an objective. But there's a lot of dialogue in between the Simpsons. Most of it is just text, but it really does make you have this odd thing where you're going through a grind simply so you can see what the next funny thing is. And sometimes games that can feel like grinds tend to have that great thing where they will actually be better simply because a sense of humor was injected into it. So yeah, I have been totally addicted to this game, and as usual, anytime I get addicted to something, I am ever so nice as to shovel it onto you guys. There is 2 complaints with this game I will have. One, as you noticed at the beginning, it took a while to load up, and that's more to do with the fact that you have to have an internet connection to run this, and you guys know how I feel about that. If I'm out and about and one of them happens to finish a task, I can't get to them until I have an internet connection, and with this being only Wi-Fi, not much I can do. Second complaint is that this game has server issues sometimes. There will be times when you'll get a notification and then it can't connect to the server. Sometimes it gets overloaded, and you would think for a company like EA, especially running something like this, that they would really think, we might ought to give this some server space. But this game's been out for a while, and the reason why I just recently got into it is because they just finished fixing the server problem. So it's been having that much trouble for that long. Because it's been out for months now. So my only real complaint, this is your typical game, it's for anyone that doesn't like this type of game and finds it a bit too tedious, they're going to find the exact same problems with this game. But for anyone that can stand that type of game and loves the sense of humor that the Simpsons put into everything, I highly recommend this game. I'll deal with the rest of Springfield later. So anyway, that's my review of Tapped Out. If you guys want to find all my other reviews, you can go to tscn.tv/app reviews, and you can find them all there. And while you're there, check out the rest of the website. We'd love for you to take a look at all of our podcast and other content. So until next time, when I give you a review of a different thing I've gotten into on iOS, see you guys. This has been a production of the Samcast Network. tscn.tv. What's your passion?